but is he sending his OVs in different locations? He's gonna say, oh, he sees there's no queen. Like, why is there no queen though? Ah, 3 hatch. Serral's figuring that out too. Like, he was looking, you can tell if the hatchery, well, this goes for all Zerg buildings actually. If they're having a mini seizure, then they're either upgrading or producing. And just look at Serral's hatch for a split sec. You can see that freaking out. He just saw TLO, didn't have that. Shenanigans are afoot. He has the hatch first, but why wasn't it building a queen? He saw drones. He sees drones. He sees drones being built. Now he sees it building a queen. Okay, so there's a base out on the map. He knows that now. You see how much? Like, usually you don't look that much at it. You're like, okay, you're just doing this. Oh, he's looking. He wants to see if he's a gold digger. Now, no. Okay, wait. Before I look, I didn't watch this game live. Let's think that nth dimensional, next level TLO thinking, right? Because Serral's gonna figure out this is a 3rd hatch. Does he just take the bottom left base, which isn't even a gold base? And he's just doing this to freak him out? Or does he not have a 3rd hatch at all? Let's see. Oh no, okay, well, spoilers. Yeah, that would be really dumb. To just take the bottom left. Yes, that wouldn't even be good. Thank you, Aradine.
As I deserve.
Tell me how good I am, Dad.
No, it just has a goal.
Also, this right since its first replay, Kappa.
Here's the awkward thing, though. I mean, you can't just kill it. Like, TLO would have. This is when you gotta have enough respect for a player like. You're not just gonna make a bunch of lings and kill it, right? He's got 2 Banes, but I mean, that Bane could be huge. Well, I take it back. He made a bunch of lings and killed it. Okay. I don't know. I guess if you had gotten away with it, if it weren't for those meddling Zerglings. I mean, these Banelings are being kind of annoying. Good micro from Serral. He's using the shift click to split off some Zerglings here. Like, if you use the shift command, that's my breakdown of the shift key, which is a very important key. See, it was a mind game all along. He really wants to get the lings, and that's... Oh, and a Baneling connected. Oh, things are going wrong. I think he's still going to get the base, but he lost a large chunk of his lings up there. I don't know where that Bane came from. He's losing the queens. This is... Okay, we got a game now. But the shift key is the most useful key that isn't like a control group. Any tips on how to rest the hands? My fingers hurt. I would stop using your hands. Would be my recommendation. He's actually microing back the hurtlings. And it's a hard wall, right? So like... Wait. Does a Baneling nest have more HP than a Roach Warren or no? 850. It's just he gets more surface area, is why he's doing this. Okay. And I mean, it's nice to kill the Bane now. Hello. Okay. Now, for a split second here, let me go back. I was about to criticize Serral for tunnel visioning on his links and not macroing behind because he was so focused on microing links that weren't going to do anything. But now that I look back, I can say, yeah, like, he's a little slow on using his larva. He's banking up money. This is Serral versus TLO from WCS Valencia. And now we're in kind of a weird spot. I think he's still okay. He's going for the +1 attack first on the roaches. Okay, okay. By the way, I see TLO has a hatchery in production. Of course. Of course. It's like, you'll never expect me to retake the gold base, you slaughter. The ultimate monk. And then Serral immediately scouts it. Because he sees there's no other third. And then Serral kills, like, immediate cancel. I don't know. But at the same time, Serral's third was canceled, so, like, it's not the end of the world. Another hard wall, though. What's happening here? This game has gotten wild. Okay. You know what? We're gonna... I didn't watch this live, so I get the unique experience of watching it for the first time. So this game has not taught me very much about playing Zerg versus Zerg, but it's been quite an entertaining one. So Serral, thank you 1K Universe. So Serral versus TLO. We've had a lot of shenanigans to kick off the match. Serral going for really heavy into the roaches. He's got a third base on the way, but TLO coming across the map. He sees the third finishing up. Mutas in production while researching roach speed. Serral still has lings poised outside. A handful of roaches will drive at the lings. What is the roach count right now? An overseer gets into the main. Did it see the spire? He did not see the spire, but I mean, he got close enough. I almost guarantee you, Serral knows this is... Wait, does he? He's pulling back. Oh, he kills the third. There are the mutas. Well, now he knows. There's no real response here. No spore crawlers. The roaches are going all the way around the back. The overseer really looking very deep in order to try to get some more information, but he's just not finding it. Some spore crawlers on the way. So I think once again TLO has bamboozled Serral. But to what end? That's enough mutas to be dangerous. 8 mutas. But the roaches, at what point he has to force the mutas back with the roaches, and the mutas take quite a while to kill the roaches, but at the same time, if he loses too many roaches, he runs the risk of being run over by the roaches of TLO. So, the tug of war back and forth. The worker counts 53 for Serral, 42 for TLO, but all the map control going to the German Zerg. Oh, poking in. Oh, going right on the spore. I guess he's just diving on it. The roach is going to help out. He gets the spore. Now he can go for the drones. The queens are struggling their way off a creep. They have a lot of joint pain when they're not soothed by the creep. The worker count's still in favor of Serral. This is a mess. 100 done on the way. Like, there's no long-term... Queens are great, but you can't just walk across the map. A Nidus, I guess, is an option, but super risky and expensive. So the Hydralisk done is almost a requirement. And there are so many. There are so many mutas now. How many mutas? 12 mutas. They're not all here, right? Yeah, that's 9 mutas. He's going to kill the Hydrodon. Serral's coming up. He's running around in circles. Looks like the Hydra Den will fall. Oh, one more. Gets it. Oh, the cancel, really? He waits that out. But the Queens struggling their way back down. Another Hydra is dead on the way. Serral up against the ropes here. I mean, he still has way more roaches. The mutas, it looks like TLO just kind of playing it by ear with the mutas. He didn't really commit to them until it became kind of apparent that Serral wanted to defend with Queens, and now he's using that for map control. Now that he's seen the Hydra Den, these roaches, maybe this is pretty much here to pick off Queens, ideally, or if he gets too far out of position. Oh, he's going for... Oh, the micro back. There's a Queen. Doesn't have a transfuse. Down goes the Spore. Serral gonna go forward with the roaches. The Queen's being chased down. The mutas have +1 attack, making them much more effective against these type of units. But the roaches are on the way back. And we actually see the muta bike thrown away, almost laughing in the face of the Ravagers. But then another muta just kind of dies to a Spore. So who's laughing now? I don't think either of them are laughing. Or actually, this is a very serious game for very serious people. Okay. So Serral has been pinned back. You know, it feels very uncomfortable as the player dealing with these mutas. Even if you think you have the economic lead, you can't really leverage it very easily. It looks like we're just going to see a Baneling. Now, the ground army of Serral is going to be stronger if he can get a heads-up fight. But TLO is flying circles around him with 19 mutalisks. So how does where do we go from here? We're just coming in, the Spore Crawler, maybe doing something. Well, more Overlords. Serral missing the transfuse, but 2 mutas will go down. Honestly, at this point, TLO really needs to focus on ground units. He agrees. More roaches on the way. There's one big attack here. Can he finish him? How many? There are 15 Hydras on the map. That's enough to deal with the mutas, but not if the Hydra count is cut down too far, the mutas will clean up shop. Here comes Serral. He's down to 44 drones. That's a massive army coming across the map. More Ravagers on the way. Anything that TLO can do to buy time is great here. Mutas coming around. Serral, it feels almost like he's lost. Like, he wanted to go forward. He forces out units. I mean, a Lurker Den's on the way. The Lurker Den is the next phase. TLO's starting to bleed mutas, but he's at the point where he doesn't really want the mutas anymore, because mutas are not going to help him very much in a heads-up fight. He needs to do as much damage as possible, buy as much time as possible, and this will open up some position on the map. I don't know what's happening there. But some of the Hydras were dragged all the way back, which means the thrust of roaches through the center could be devastating. Now, the upgrades 2-1 versus just +2 attack. Oh, that's not... No, getting way too personal there. The Lurker Den? Why does it look like that? I thought we fixed that bug. The Lurker Den is burrowed underground. That's how crazy it is. More gas geysers falling. How many extractors have been killed? I don't have the fancy... Oh, what? A Baneling hit his base, serving as a semi-force field for Serral's army. The corrosive bile's coming through. The mutas... I mean, there's no anti-air here for TLO. Wait, TLO has the mutas. Okay, this is getting real confusing. Serral's still holding on to a lot of supply. Not that many drones, but that means his army is huge. TLO just trying to continue, like, he can trade, even inefficiently, because he has more drones, he has more bases, he has more production. He just needs to whittle Serral down. Let the whittling begin. Well, it's actually been happening most of this game, but anyways. At this point, Serral has to use his best guess. He doesn't know exactly where TLO is going to hit next. The mutas are almost gone. Once they're completely removed, while it's not a big deal to have 2 or 3 more mutas, it's still... Oh, Serral splits off a strong army. TLO has a lot of supply committed to the other side of the map. He kills the hatch, though. Serral's on 2 bases. He's very close to all in here. Some lurkers. Now, this base TLO is going to fall. Of course, he's re-expanded for the 3rd time to the top. Why wouldn't he? TLO looking for the jump on this. The army supplies 30 more for Serral. The rock's taken down. That'll buy a few more seconds. But Serral just leveraging his army supply so well. He's sat back. He's been on defense most of this game. But now... Oh, and the Corrosive Biles. Direct hit. Double kill. And with no lurkers. How many lurkers does TLO have? 2 lurkers. That's not very many. And they're back here. Out of range. The Corrosive Bile's still good. Serral just leaning on him. The hatch falls. The lurkers pop out into a dangerous and deadly world. TLO with a counterattack. He doesn't really have money in the bank now. The worker counts, well, Serral hasn't rebuilt drones. This has been working for him. I mean, Corrosive Biles almost killing a lurker. His counterattack. Oh, but the queens! The queens! Mostly holding the line. Serral with enough lurkers to still do so much damage. This is an awkward situation. The army coming back. TLO bleeding out. Serral driving a wedge between both bases. Another lurker taken out, but... Oh, now he just has too much army. Well, this is interesting. Now there are some lurkers here, but the army pincered off. Honestly, this game has been mostly Serral. I think TLO played a really good game, but Serral just a little bit too quick. He took all the hits. A lot of people get all rustled up, be like, why do you keep attacking me? I'm gonna go. Serral waited until he had all the tech. He lost 2 of his 4 bases. He lost his only mining bases, and he still didn't go. Oh. TLO waiting with the passive lurkers there, by the way. So creative. And they're actually doing an incredible job. Holy shit. Oh my god. He had them on passive mode. They did so much damage, but not enough to save the game. A last-ditch counterattack. GG. The army supply is just still too good. Oh, he's so good. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting. Mostly ridiculous, less disgusting. But still. What a player. For those who don't know, because it's used very, very rarely, lurkers have a hold fire button, which kind of replicates what ability they had with like some kind of semi-bug in Brood War, where they won't attack if you hold fire, which means you can wait until the army's in prime position and then let it rip. Unfortunately, it wasn't at a time that made the difference. But that's why TLO's lurkers did so much damage. Like, if Serral sees a lurker spawn, he backs off. But if he's already over them, they're going to just rip through. Yeah, good luck using that well. And remember, if you unburrow and reburrow, they're still on hold fire. And that has definitely screwed me when I'm trying to be cute. Okay, that has 100% screwed me. Is it stop position or hold position? It is. There's a button that says hold fire, and it is that button. Simple enough, right?